Edition of Driving Through Meridian, sponsored by Jax, we turn our attention to a local filmmaker who decided to bring his latest film to a big screen a little closer to home. Nick O'Gelley has the story.
Folks from around the community packed inside the Temple Theater to see a film made by one of their very own. Chunky, Mississippi native Danny Todd, winner of Best Writer in 2021's Miracle Makers International Film Festival and co-owner of Ryden Media, returned to the big screen with a new film that many would call homegrown.
Man, this movie has been almost 2 years in the making. It's all locally homegrown right here in Mississippi. The majority of the people associated with this movie, cast, crew, venues, locations, all generalized right here in Meridian, Mississippi. So it's a great way to kind of spotlight some of the businesses and people attached to this great city.
And the local theme was kept throughout, as after a moment of prayer, the premiere kicked off with performances from some of Meridian's biggest names in country music, such as Dustin Pounders, Daniel House, Joe Cumberland, and Eric Green. Coming from a small town himself, Todd understands exactly how much a big event like this one can do for a community.
I think it's an awesome way for the community just to come together and fellowship and be a part of, something that don't everybody get to witness all the time. A lot of people don't understand what goes into a movie, and it's something that kind of sparks their attention. So it's a good way to not only fellowship with each other, but introduce kind of the film world to the people who don't really know that much about it.
And Danny Todd made sure that everyone would have an opportunity to support the film by making admission to its premiere completely free. He also says the main reason he didn't charge anyone is because he didn't want money to be the reason someone missed the message associated with the Christian film. A message about what to do when all hope seems lost.
So the main message attached to this movie is when you lose hope, you find grace. Now, losing hope, finding grace is kind of a play on words because there's characters in the movie named Hope and Grace, but it's also very much about when all hope is lost in life, when everything's going wrong, your back's at the door, and it's just like you're in storm after storm. God don't give up on us. And the finding grace part is the most important part that I think everybody attached to this movie wants to portray as the main objective to this movie.
With Losing Hope, Finding Grace already catching the eye of some distributors, Todd has a message for up-and-coming filmmakers and says that it's all worth it if his film touches at least one person.
Don't give up, man. If I could give advice to any local filmmaker, don't give up. It's worth it. I've always said one soul is worth it to me. All the long hours, the hard work, the problems editing, all that, it's worth it if you just stick with it.
Reporting from Meridian, I'm Nick O'Gelley, WTOK News 11.